Hi everyone, Abe Van Beek with Preferred Marketing Group here in the MIC in Dallas, Texas, taking a look at the Blodgett Hydrovection oven. As you may know, Blodgett has proudly been in business for over 175 years. Everything here built in the United States of America. Really a brand built around its quality and its craftsmanship, right? A tremendous amount of pride taken in every piece that's produced. And a lot of really unique innovations along the way that have created what's ultimately one of the better units on the market. It's more versatile than a convection oven because it incorporates moisture, right? We can add steam into the cavity and create some moisture within here. We also have this hydrovection technology, which allows for you to evacuate any extra moisture inside the cavity that you may have to encourage that Maillard reaction and really drive browning and crispness, as well as flavor production and everything else by controlling the vent and how little or how much air and moisture we want in the cavity. So we can achieve 30% faster cooking times than typical convection ovens, and we can achieve a 20% yield increase from a traditional convection oven. The new interface on this oven is pretty fantastic. It's called our one-touch system. Within it, you can manually touch and manipulate the oven to accommodate your need, right? So there's a button here for manual cooking, which allows you to control the temperature, the moisture within the cavity, the steam percentage, as well as your fan speed, your vent, whether you want it opened or closed. It offers you the ability to change at interval times the flow of the air within the oven. That's fantastic for even cooking patterns, right? So your muffins, your cookies, your biscuits, things like that. So this is our manual cook setting. Outside of manual cook, we have recipe cookings, which this unit can hold an unlimited amount of recipes. When you hit on these, you can actually see little thumbprints, pictures, images of the items that you'd be cooking in their finished state, if you'd like. That way, when your cooks, your team want to cook something, they have a visual representation of what the desired look is, and they just touch that button and it gets them going right away. You can also establish and set up rack timing. So if you wanted to cook various different items within the same cavity, same temperatures and settings, it would allow you to say, cook asparagus with red potatoes, right? Your timer for the asparagus is gonna go off, open the door, take it out, close it back up, it carries on cooking the potatoes, and the timers stay in line with those items. The last button in here actually is a cleaning cycle. Because it has the ability to incorporate steam, it also does a wash down cycle. No chemicals, no soaps, but it just allows for a quick wash within the cavity to accommodate, any flavor transfers, any kind of grease, things like that. Really, it's a neat little asset to have as well. One other really neat aspect of this oven is when you do add in the temperature probe, you could put in large pieces of meat and do an overnight cook and hold. So a prime rib, for example, you could set the temperature that you want the desired internal temperature to be, put it in overnight, it'll do its magic. While you come in the morning, it's ready to go. Same thing we can do with Delta T cook, which is a very similar style process, but it just allows for a very, very, very low and slow cooking process. Like all Blodgett ovens, this is also capable of adding on a Houdini on the top of it, which would allow for ventless operation in those locations where you have a need. What's wonderful about this unit in particular, if you're a K through 12 school, is that it offers a 5-year warranty. So that's a pretty tremendous, reassurance when you talk about the investment that you make, and also to understand that this is built to last, and you'll have no gaps in your daily service to make sure you can feed all those kids. Really appreciate your time today. Thanks so much for watching. Look forward to speaking with you. Feel free to reach out to myself or anyone on the Preferred Marketing team if you're in Southern California, Northern California, or Nevada. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Blah, 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 blah.